Hey guys, welcome back to the other side of the coin. Look, I'm going to get straight into it. There's so much talk that's been happening about this particular topic that I just want to share my thoughts and opinions around it. And I want to hear what you guys have to say as well, to be honest, because I feel like I don't know everything about this particular formation and whatnot, and I want to get your thoughts so that we can share our knowledge. So I'll get straight into it, as I said. This whole ideology about the 4-3-3 lone DM attacking eights, I think few people are getting a bit confused that these attacking eights are only just going to bomb up and that's all they're going to do, which I feel is a bit of a misconception. Now, if we think logically, if the attacking eights simply just bomb up, we've got fullbacks in the likes of Reece James and Chilwell who loves to bomb up as well, then you're essentially left with the lone DM and the two centre backs. Now, if the lone DM is, let's say, Kante, and the two centre backs are, Thiago Silva and Zuma, hopefully that's the pairing that we go with, because I feel like that's the most powerful pairing that we could go with. That essentially just leaves them with those three up against the opposition if they counter us. And generally in the Premier League, when they counter with the wingers and the striker, and essentially could be a 3v3 situation. Now, even if we play a high line, for instance, a lot of people are saying, well, we're going to play the high line, we're going to press higher, we're going to try and win the ball higher up. Even if we do that, that will still potentially leave us with the two centre-backs and the lone DM, because if we expect the attacking eights to go forward, we expect also the fullbacks to go forward, then it leaves them, the 3v3. Now, a few people could say, oh, okay, we are looking for defenders, the lone DM and the two fullbacks, the centre backs, to be very good one-on-one. But that's a risky game to play. I feel like when you come up against quality oppositions, let's say for example Liverpool, they'll open you up 3v3. So essentially what I'm trying to say is that generally you need to have 4 versus 3 to have that cover. So what I'm trying to say is, if the attacking eights move forward, both of them simultaneously, then one of the fullbacks, whether it be Reece James or Chilwell, will really have to be focused that one of them can't go up. So if Reece James goes up, then Chilwell needs to check himself that he stays behind with the centre backs and the lone DM, that there's always a cover there, 4v3, whatever the case is. Now, sometimes, here's the other conundrum, is that sometimes Kante, and this is my issue when he plays lone DM, he's got to be so disciplined. I feel like he's not always disciplined. He does have the tendency to move forward. So if he then goes forward, someone else will have to cover for that, because you can't just leave the two centre-backs looking after that particular position. You need either, a lot of people are saying it'll probably be Kai Havertz and Mason Mount as the attacking eights. Now, if that's the case, Kante goes up, either one of those will have to stay back, or even the whole of the back four needs to stay back. But then that kind of leaves it a bit of a flat back four, and you're really giving away the midfield. So that's the whole conundrum of the whole 4-3-3 attacking eights. The misconception that everyone's just going to bomb up and it's just going to be no one at the back. We need to really think about that. Now, what I want to talk about is the characteristics of these players in this 4-3-3. Now, a lot of people are saying that Kai Havertz is going to be in the right side of the 4-3-3 and Mason Mount on the left side. Now, in a 4-3-3, in that attacking eights, as I just said, those midfielders can't simply leave the lone DM by themselves. They've got to track back. They've got to help in defense. Now, think about it. Is Kai Havertz's game to go up and down that channel? I don't personally think that's his game. Even if we play a high line, there has to be times where he's got to come back. I don't think that's his game. I think his game is more centrally just behind Werner. Considering that Werner does play for me, he would have to be the striker. And Kai Havertz would want to play just behind him. And that, I feel, is the best position for Kai Havertz, because he's a goal scorer. Yes, he is. He can be a creator, 100%. He's definitely well versed in making those key passes, but he's a goal scorer, number one. That's why he plays false nine at times. We've seen for Bayer Leverkusen, and that's why he's pumped in so many goals as well. So for me, that's the best position, just behind the striker, more of a number 10 role. You've got Ziyech in the wing, and you've got Pulisic on the other side. That's why I like the 4-2-3 4-3-1 formation where you have the double pivot. But going back to the 4-3-3, is it Kai Havertz's best position to play that role? I personally don't think, 4-3-3 with the right centre mid position of Kai Havertz is the best role. And now even for Mason Mount, some may say, yeah, that might be the best position. The up and down, he likes to defend, likes to run his whole intensity. The whole game is about pressing. Sure, he can do that, but I still think he has to improve defensively in order to play that style, that 4-3-3, or else we're honestly going to get opened up by quality teams. We've already seen in the friendly against Brighton where there were instances where they've opened us up. Yes, that's a friendly, I get that, but that once again, when you play in that sort of manner, you can get opened up, and defensively we've got a lot of issues which Frank has to sort out. So I just want our fans to start understanding that this whole attacking eight business is not just about gun-ho attack, the fullbacks attack. We need to choose. If we play like Liverpool, where the fullbacks attack at the front three, then their midfielders stay more central, making sure they do all the hard work. But if we don't want our fullbacks to always join in, then obviously we need our midfielders to join into the attack. So at all times, I feel we need to have four, the lone DM with another midfielder with two defenders to cover for all that area, because I feel like for Kante to cover side to side and also be at times an auxiliary defender, it's a bit too much to ask for. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are in regards to this whole 4-3-3, in regards to the characteristics of the players that we have. Even some have even said Kovacic would be, in a 4-3-3, he may play on the left side. But even Kovacic, I don't think he's defensively astute enough to make sure when in counter that we're safe. Yes, he stays a lot closer to Kante in a 4-3-3. He doesn't like to drive too further up. He loves to be further deep and drive further, drive in and then pass, spread the passes around. So in that manner, he could help out. But ultimately, we definitely need to have a full look into our way we defend. This has been a massive, factor for us last season, where we've been outdone several times, where centre backs have been exposed, not enough, help from the midfielders, and that's something I would really hate to see this season. So guys, let me know what your thoughts are around this, and let's have a healthy discussion. If you've enjoyed this video, smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe guys, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Until next time, see ya.